Right, let's get this drive going. Make sure. There we go. Off we go. So to fall in line with last week, this week's is the reverse. We're going back home, so we'll be streaming this for as long as it will work, and then obviously when I start getting close to home, I will knock it on the head, because you know, don't talk to myself and all that. But yeah, I just figured, why not? People seem to enjoy it, let's just make it happen, you know. But hopefully no more of the same, well, I'm using the same app, the non-Twitch one, so fingers crossed it's not crackly and all that shit again. We don't have any of that, hopefully. No doubt if it is, I'll hear it and we can reassess. But I also have not taken my case out on my phone. That is the plan. So you thought these were hitchhiking for a second? Just standing there waiting. There we go. Right, well at least now I know it's working. We got a tractor. Immediately a tractor, and I can't overtake. Let's see if he pulls in for me. Let's see, like he's not. Oh no, he's taking the turn anyway, so I'll pull in this way. If he's turning, I'll go left and go over him. And we beat that then. Don't worry about that now. On we go. Yeah, it's been a hell of a week. It's a fucking flu window. It's just nice being over with the lads again and just enjoying the place, enjoying the chill, the calm, and wander around the forest and stuff like that a bit. I've quite enjoyed it. And plus we had a lovely dinner last night. We all went out to an unnamed restaurant, which is unfortunately dropping in standard to how I remember it. But sure, what can you do? These things are going to happen. The hell? Alright, that's where they're going this one. Despite there's a big turn coming up there, like, yeah, I'm doing 100, this road is 100. Relax your cocks. But he did not want to relax them. Signal will jump. This will happen consistently throughout it anyway. So, you know, it is what it is. Just have to take it as it comes. So we do. It's a really nice little car. Yeah, I'm hoping as well the fact that I'm going back on a Saturday, traffic shouldn't be too bad, because usually people will come, like, go into Dublin on a Friday or a Thursday and come back on a Saturday. Hopefully, anyway, that's the thinking behind it all. Time will tell if it actually goes that way or not. You know, let's see what happens. But it is slightly less going back than it was coming over as well. Should be doing it in just under 3 hours. Should be back there and back home. The journey I took up, I think, was about 3. The journey I took here was just over 3.5 thereabouts. But back it's going to be a lot less. The traffic won't be as bad, and yeah, I won't be making any stops either, because I made the stop just before I started to make sure I had enough petrol to get me back with no issues, so we will be all good there. like this for the roads, we'll be well on time for getting back, so happy days there. No issues whatsoever. I was looking as well over the last few days, that new mental health center, playing it, I was being somebody else, you know. Right, so we are in Ballina now. Also referred to people who've never heard of the place as Ballina. That is not correct. Next will be Foxford, I think, then Swinford, then we'll be getting out of Mayo after that, and I cannot remember what they're like after that. Oh, for Christ's sake. Of course, this petrol station is decently cheaper per litre than the other one I just stopped at, but you know, them's the brakes. Wouldn't have made that much of a difference either. I didn't go mental on it. It's not like I was filling a tank. Unless you're filling it up, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. I'm just talking straight at this stage, you know, the usual. Watch out for the horse box. I gotta watch my speed as well. I keep forgetting right I'm in the town now. I gotta relax. I'm not on a national road. You gotta remember that. And make sure. Oh Jesus! This guy really wants to go on a go slow though. Well, thank fuck for that. Alright, the rest of these people are just parked on the side of the road there. I thought somebody was trying to turn. Oh well. On we go. I feel like I should have put some music on as well. Just for a bit more background noise. I might do that on the way. Pull somewhere and stick something on. See what happens. Hey Zach, how are you doing, dude? And hello Thanagarian, how are you? All good, all good. Had a very pleasant week in Mayo. Drank some very interesting beers. I managed to get some Unbarred and Vault City stuff via Caustic Sister. So we had quite a few of those. The stouts all basically went within the first 3 days between myself and Caustic, and all the sours we kind of start going into them a little bit, not a lot, because Kill isn't big into the sours. Tried one or two, but sorry, not that Kill is big into the sours, Caustic isn't big into the sours, but Kill didn't have as much time for drinking, you know, the downsides to a new baby and all that. But yeah, we had some very nice. That one I sent a picture of. Did I have the mango Berliner Weiss? I didn't yet, but I will drink that tonight. I'm going to my brother's house for a poker night tonight, so I'll take some of those other beers over with me. The mango Berliner Weiss is definitely coming with me. I'll come with me because I was very interested in that. Just didn't get around to drinking it. I was going to drink it last night, and then that blueberry, blackberry, blackcurrant cookie dough sour came out, and I was like, oh shit, we need to try that. And that was incredible. If you get a chance to get your hands on something like that, Zach, get it. That was John would have loved that one. Well, he has one of them as well, I think we got two, although I say that now and I'm actually thinking maybe we don't, because I think he put all his cans into my box to take home because he's off the drink now for a while. So maybe didn't get any actually. There was a few, it was weird because the orders we placed, there was a few beers on it that when we looked, it was like, yeah, I'm sure we ordered that beer, but we didn't get that beer. Because like I was positive they have Bombard had that like mini Kinder Bueno stouts, and we ordered like the 4% and the 6% ones, and we got 2 of the 4% ones, and they were meh. I think they just needed, like, I did not get Kinder Bueno at all. I just got basically like a chocolate stout, and it was an okay chocolate stout. It wasn't anything amazing. I think it was lacking, and I think that the 6.8 and the 11% would have hit home. I just think it was too weak at 4 to be sufficient, or certainly I felt so anyway. But that I think the beer of the week, so to speak, was definitely that Vault City blackcurrant, blueberry, blackberry cookie dough thing. Because you got, you ordered 2 to 4%. Well, they must have been out of the 6, and that must have been what happened. That cookie dough one was just ridiculous. That was the most unusual beer I've had. You have the receipt I sent you. Yeah, I know we ended up having to change some of it because of the way they were out of stock of some of it. That's what it was actually. But yeah, that cookie dough was the first beer I've ever had that, like, initially, on the initial taste, you got this sour berry taste, which very quickly went away to a more sweeter cookie dough taste, and that kind of lent itself then to that Moorish, like kind of a Moorish taste in your mouth. It basically, the back end of that one was like you bit a chunk of Ben & Jerry's. You know, if you're eating Ben & Jerry's cookie dough ice cream, you get that kind of creamy coating afterwards, or if you bit a piece of the cookie dough in it, you get that kind of crumbly, textured, Moorish kind of flavour in the back of your throat. That's what drinking that fucking beer reminded us of. It was like we drank something sour, then took a mouthful of ice cream and bit into a piece of cookie dough. That's exactly, like, it was fucking weird. It was a trip, because it was the first, because Caustic wasn't drinking too much, because obviously he's not supposed to be drinking much anyway. But that was the first beer I was like, I really want you to hurry up and try this, because I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. This makes no sense as to how this works, but it works. Your palate is taken from sour to sweet to Moorish to fucking, it was bizarre. And I got a lovely Northern Monk, I think it was like ice cream and flake or something like that. So it's just like vanilla ice cream with raspberry sauce and a flake. So you got that chocolatey raspberry flavour, and then on the back end it was like your tongue was getting coated with cream, or with ice cream. So you got that kind of creamy flavour on the back, and that lingered for quite a bit. That was phenomenal. It was really nice as well. So yeah, like, they were definitely the highlights. The Bombard stuff was nice. The Chalky Chip and the Bueno one, honestly, I was let down by those two. They were all right, but I was hoping they'd be really good. They just weren't, unfortunately. But their other stuff was really nice, and yeah, the Vault City stuff was really good. It's kind of what I expected. They had a really nice raspberry vanilla lollipop one, which is basically like a drumstick lollipop. That's what it was like, drinking a liquid drumstick lollipop. It was weird, but delicious. Stouts aren't particularly great. Their sour honeycomb milkshake are top notch. Yeah, we had one of the honeycomb beers. That was really good. What's your favourite man driving? Hey Clay, long time my man. How are you getting on? How's life? Yeah, I'm driving home from the west of Ireland. So I'm driving west to east. So it's about a 3-hour drive, just a little over. So I usually just stream it when I'm doing it, chat shit with people, give you a look at the lovely Mayo roads. It's made with local honey now as well. Fucking fantastic. Yeah, I think little touches like that make a real difference. Surprised I got signal. Well, it's funny you say that, Clay. There's about, I think, 3 to 4 spots on my drive from, so I'm going from the east coast of Ireland, I was from the west coast of Ireland to the east coast of Ireland now. That drive in total is about 3.5 hours. I've got it to about 3 at the moment, but I think there's, say, 5 or 6 spots where signal will dip and it'll get very jumpy. It won't stop streaming, but it'll be very framey for a couple of minutes and then it'll go back to normal. So like the way I have it now, I can see the current bit rate I'm getting. So like I'm uploading at 5 megs right now, no bother. So it'll keep everything stable. But then I'll start to see that drop a little bit, depending on where my signal is. There's a few places, especially in the Midlands, where it goes a bit dodgy. Come on here, don't worry. I'm not worried. Go whatever you like. I'm going somewhere. I'm going home, you know. So yeah, it's all good. How are you been keeping, Clay? How's everything going with you and my mum? It's so weird for you that I'm driving on the... Yeah, you see, that's the other thing. There's quite a few people who drive on the right side of the road, so this kind of freaks them out a little bit as well, because we drive on the left. So it's like, oh shit, what the fuck. I got the 2 mango. Don't know if John still has one. I hope he does, it's only 3% anyway. I don't think he does. I think pretty much every beer we got from there, to avoid temptation, went into the box. If we didn't drink it, which we drank a substantial amount of beers over the last week, considering I brought with me a box full of beer, he brought with him a box full of beer, and we had 2 other boxes full of beer that his sister brought over for us. I'm leaving with half a box of beer. So, you know, we got through a fair bit. 4 large boxes to half a box. Ah, well, I'll have fun. Yes, exactly, I'll enjoy them. Sure, next time I'm sure we'll get it again. We just have to figure out a courier. That said, his family are coming over to visit a little more frequently, so we'll be able to get them to bring with them when they're coming over. It'll be handy. Feels like I'm driving on the wrong lane. Not to me, it doesn't, Clay. Not to me. Still got 3 cans of it, so trying to ration yourself. Oh, that's the one you're saying. They're not doing that anymore now, right? So I'll probably drink a can of that tonight. I have a poker game in my brother's tonight, so I'll bring some of those cans with me and drink them at poker. I was saying to the lads earlier, like, because we haven't had one of these poker nights in forever, but usually when we do them, it's obviously just mates, it's just for fun, but we will buy in, but it's only like a tenner buy in. And usually by the end of the night, if people have bought in maybe twice, there might be a pot of like 100 quid, and somebody will make a little bit. It's not like let's fucking rip each other off kind of shit, you know. It's just let's have a bit of crack. But it's funny because we haven't had one in so long, and sure, most of us aren't using cash anymore. Everybody's just sticking to contactless after COVID. I think most people aren't arsed with cash anymore. So it's like, oh shit, I'm actually gonna have to go look for an ATM and get cash out. Because I don't carry cash anymore. Just no real need when everything can be contactless. Although there is obviously the danger of contactless if you're not keeping an eye on your funds. It can be a bit suspicious, but you know, it's all good. So we're in the lovely Foxford now. well known around and famous for the woolen mills that it has here. It does some amazing woolen garments in Foxford. You're off up to London tonight for your brother's engagement, so you're in for a heavy one. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, congratulations to your brother. That should be a hell of a night. And hopefully you enjoyed it. Are you staying, well, I assume you're staying in London then for the night or for the weekend. I can't imagine you're going to be getting absolutely sauced and trying to figure a way back. That wouldn't make a hell of a lot of sense, really. You wanted to, but no. Hotel prices are great. Yeah, I mean, hotels are a bit fucking out, a bit mental at the moment. So what are you going to do? You're going to just go early-ish and then get like a last train home, is it? Or no one's couch you can kip on or anything? Find yourself a toy boy for the night. Oh, it's fairly easy to get home. Ah, right, so yeah, so the train, that's what I figured. I mean, you know, find yourself a boy toy, keep on the couch, or the sofa, or whatever, you know. That's one way of sorting that, huh? That's not London. It'll have to be Greek or Jewish, not Thai. Jesus. Ah, well. Well, look, as long as you can go and have fun and enjoy yourself and get a little rat-arsed if you feel like it, and still get back home with relative ease and not have to sell half your fucking leg. You know, you like all the flavours, so yeah, exactly. You enjoy many flavours. Sure, as they say, variety is the spice of life and all that, you know, so no harm. I have 217 kilometres left to drive. Sure, I'm almost home. That's another reason you need to start driving, Zach. If you were driving, obviously, yeah, okay, so London with the fucking stupid congestion charges and that's not the ideal example, but like you could drive in and park the car somewhere, some kind of underground parking 24-hour situation. Just kip in your car, you fucked on cheaper than a hotel. Not the most comfortable sleep, but I mean, I've slept in my car many times before and it does the job. When you're tired and you just need somewhere to kip, it does the job. It's only if you want to do other things, then yeah, I mean, car's not ideal. It's just you, sauced, throw the keys in the back seat so nobody can say shit to you, stretch out, lock the doors, you're good to go. Not to contend with the M25, so fuck that. Well, I know nothing of the M25. I do know, I haven't driven in the UK, but I've been in the car with Caustic in the UK and in the car with other people in the UK, and it does seem like, there's a lot of people who don't really value their lives sometimes in those cars. People do drive it. I mean, the fucking, some of the motorways are a bit mental in their size. They're nothing compared to the US ones now, but you know, still. This is the other advantage of living in a smaller country that I absolutely love. You don't get that shit. You don't get the fucking crazy, mental, busy. Well, I mean, you get to an extent, but not to the extent that other places get it. Especially places like when you're in London and it's busy as fuck and you realise, oh yeah, it's because the whole population of that fucking city is like twice the population of my country. Imagine the busiest motorway in Ireland and make it a standstill of traffic. It's the M25 on a good day. Fuck me. Yeah, so you'd be talking the busiest motorway in Ireland, probably be the M50. And that has, like, on a busy day in Dublin, work hours traffic, in rush hour traffic, yeah, that would be almost a standstill. So I know what you're talking about, and yeah, no thanks. I would not enjoy that at all. We are nearly exiting Mayo. So I think we're coming on to the borders. We're away for a haircut. Safe travels. Enjoy poker night. Thank you very much, my man. Thank you for popping in. It's an absolute pleasure to see you. Have a fantastic night with your brother. Tell him some random Irish cunt he doesn't know said congratulations on his engagement. And yeah, enjoy your beers, man. Safe travels yourself, safe journey, safe time, and safe home on the way back. Have a fucking blast, my man. Right, I think we are coming out. We should be getting close to where it's coming now. This is the part I'm always a bit confused, because these roads are relatively new, so it kind of throws me a little at times. But we'll see. I mean, it doesn't really matter anyway. I still have plenty of distance to go. I'm slowing it down a bit now. Windscreen. Cleared up. Of course, I spray a bit and I get there. There we go. The wiper stuck there was like this. Just see a little dot on the windscreen then. Sorted now. Saw there was a sign, something about the wages of sin. I'm like, oh, how much are you getting paid? How much is sinning paying? I should be out of fortune, come on. Oh, shit. Oh, come on, lads. Maybe our arses ever so slightly. No, well, we're now into 60 because we're into a village. We are in Swinford. So we are not quite at the point of exiting Mayo. I thought we were further on than we were. So Swinford means we're still in County Mayo. But we'll move on and see. Just gotta keep going. It's a nice little town. Village, town I guess. This is a lot bigger than a lot of the other ones, which would be villages. It's another lovely day as well for driving. Nice clear day, no bullshit to deal with. Always appreciated. On we go. right side of the road, you know. This is how you know it's a bigger place. They've got to miss their price in here. You get all the cheap bargain shops and shit, and it's not just the corner shops and small village shops and shit. It's like, yep, this is a bigger place than half of them. Right, well, that was Swinford. And we are out of here nearly. Oh, that drive-through coffee place is open. First time I've driven past that and actually saw it open. Because I thought it was quite funny the last few times doing drive-through coffee. And I'm like, yeah, well, it's never actually open, the drive-through. Not that I do coffee anyway, I don't give a shit, but it's still funny. Proper country roads now, nice and bumpy, full of potholes. This is the real Irish country road experience. Bumps everywhere in an 80-kilometre limit. You can jump the car and hop a tyre through some of these potholes. Although they're not too bad on this road actually. Just gotta be careful. Ah, they've been filled in, yeah. Not too bad. Road. These lads. There we go. 60 miles an hour. So now there's a few years. They might not necessarily deal in kilometers. Straight. Make a right turn. So otherwise I just follow this road all the way. Really. Certainly. It's mad that time has just flown in. Like I was off work from last, but I only had to use 7 days holidays. And well, since you're gonna pull over as well, time's just flown in. There's a few things I would have liked to do that I wasn't able to, but obviously time saying the cost it before I left. I guess in that if I want to get over to hang out with them sooner rather than later, as long as I have an internet connection, I can get the work done and then hang out with the it'll be a possibility now. It doesn't really matter where I am as long as I can connect and talk to the lads when I need to. So it'll be grand. So kilometers. This was 217 last time I saw that. Like animal transports or should be alright, hopefully now. No, it thinks it's on a call again. Ongoing call on the phone. No, there is not an ongoing call on the phone. Wherever that is, end up. I don't like that. I gotta say, I don't like that at all. Does that think it's making a call now, or it's hanging up? I might have to disconnect this radio at the moment. Being a little suspicious. So it is. Get that there. I think we're good. Hopefully that'll let everything be heard as normal without any issues. Well, we will find out when I look back at the VOD and check it this time, stamp to see if I just lost all the audio. If I did, so like Jesus, it started. Hopefully by then it will have chilled out. Be less than half an hour anyway, so at that point. We're nearly at the 15-minute mark, which means then we got about 2 hours 10. 2 hours roughly before we'll be back in Dublin. Less than that actually. Probably be at the 2 hour mark where things will stop because too close at that point, you know. That is all good. I do love the random. I kind of wish I could get better shots of them, but the random roadside sculptures that you can come across on the way, I quite enjoy them. Front of it, not a lot. Jeez, it's right. Just driving careful of it. Dublin flag in the love. It's not like I don't enjoy my work, so playing catch up the track, I'll have away from it. So we should be getting back to normal. Yes, excellent. Right, so we're back. That's the small little section where we lose quite a bit for a little while, but thankfully it's all sorted now. Made to our next little village. Yep. Oh, that was that village. I mean, there's more to it, obviously, just not on my route. So you don't have to see you won't see a whole lot of half these places because of that. To Dublin. Last time I had that, it was 35 kilometers ago. I'm pretty sure it was 197. So we made a bit of a distance in a short period of time, so that's not too bad at all. Pretty decent overall. It'd be just nice if we could pick up ever so slightly. I think the problem is we've got like a delivery van of some kind leading the pack, and they're slowing it down a bit. It's quite alright, but you know, not too slow. Speed up a little. Stick to the limits, I'd say. Everybody be happy. There's gonna be some dangerous fuckers. At least it won't be anything near as bad as the lads on the way up. These two lads try to overtake 3 to 4 cars at a time and stupid shit like that. It's quite dangerous. They didn't really give much of a shit either. Considering one of them was in a brand new Porsche, I think you'd be a bit more concerned. Then again, ego's going to come into play for somebody like that, I'm sure. Not to be making judgment calls on somebody because of their car or anything, you know. Still a pricey car. You wouldn't want to get fucked up by driving like an idiot. That's all I mean. We're coming to that large roundabout in 17 kilometers. On the downside, I suspect the issue here is there's lots of places to potentially overtake, but it's quite busy on the other side of the road. Easier said than done right now for a little while. That's definitely not going to help matters. Sure, what can you do? said it a few times, I do wish I could just have the camera on my phone head mounted, so people watching could see some more of the sights around a bit in the fields and stuff. And although I don't think the phone is as good to capture some of the stuff in the distance, so maybe not. You know, it's a nice idea. Oh, Jesus, I need to do that. The downside to having bugs in the windscreen constantly as you're driving. Gonna get it all over the windscreen, unfortunately. It's always nice to see when tractor drivers pull over to try and stop some of the tailback that's caused by, obviously, they need to go from A to B, so it's just a necessary situation. It's still nice to see them do it though, just to avoid some of the tailbacks. Getting back, I think I might pick up that Metal Health Singer and try some of that. It looks like a lot of fun, especially because of the rhythm element of it, and they have so many really well-known metal bands that they've drafted into new songs for it, so that there's no DMCA or anything like that. We're all good. If it dies in its arse, well then, you know, so be it, we're done. It's not the end of the world. Let's see what happens. Got a thing on my phone now to say Viking came in and subbed like 20 odd minutes ago. I don't know what I hit there.
Fucking months. I can't believe 27 fucking months went by like a motherfucker.
Okay, I don't know what I just hit, but you're still around, Viking. Thank you very much for the resub. I just noticed there was like an event list, so I tapped off that quickly just to see what it was showing, and it showed you had resubbed, but it never gave a notification. This app is supposed to give notifications, but I don't think by default it does, unfortunately. Right, now is our time to see if this person will push over a little bit, which they probably won't. No, they will not. And I have to wait because I can't legally cross over right now. Yep. Someone else. Oh, come on. slow, which we've quite a substantial amount of traffic now ahead of us, so there's no point in trying to do that. Better to just stick with it. It's not going to save us that much time anyway. Minutes maybe, but you know, it's just not fucking worth it. 1.4 kilometers, so we're coming into this village now. Well, it's town now. It's not a village, it's bigger, which is Strokestown. For some reason it's familiar. I was looking at something in this area over last week and I cannot remember what it was. I just remember the name, but I do not know what. That'll come back to me. It's not important, I'm sure, anyway. I do like this village, this town. It's a nice little town. I wonder if it'll be on, actually, being that it's a Saturday. It's usually on a Sunday that they'd have a market set up on the right hand side up here in a little bit, just before the roundabout. No, so usually on this kind of road, they used to anyway. Doesn't seem like it's there anymore, or it might be only early morning like it is after all, after 3. So, but yeah, all on the right there, they used to have a little market stall set up. If you come here early, it's quite nice. But we are here too late, or they stopped doing it, I don't know. I don't ever spend time in this town. It's usually just driving through on the way elsewhere, on the way home or on the way to Mayo.